OT 2050. In the dawn of a global awakening to the impact of climate change and its effects on our communities and our health, in 2050, we will see a shift in the mindset and priorities of civilization. Embracing change is how we step into the future to adapt to our world that is no longer as it was. We embrace the cognitive dissonance with the need for integration of innovation and advancing technology, and the rising psychosocial desire to return to our roots, to experience the world through our senses, our connection to nature, and the realization of the wisdom of many generations before us. Technology can help us to be more efficient and to use our leisure time in more meaningful ways that add to our quality of life. We realize our interconnectedness and our sense of community is at the foreground of all we do. Occupational therapy has evolved to a shared vision of embracing occupation as a meaningful expression of self within the family, community, and population at large. OTs are an essential care member in the interdisciplinary team at all levels of care. Vision for 2050, well-being, overall life satisfaction. The World Happiness Report is an annual study that determines the overall happiness of the people that live in a country. It includes life expectations, GDP, family life, friendships, perceived freedom, and emotional life. The United States will alter its standing in the world and rate amongst the top 10 countries for happiness, along with Finland, Sweden, Denmark, and Iceland. Health disparities. To provide care that empowers our clients, we must first acknowledge unjust barriers and understand how these factors impact the lived experience of individuals, groups, and communities. We must be willing to be uncomfortable at times and take notice of injustices that may not impact us, but do impact those we serve. This means that we invest time and energy to equalize the playing field and achieve health equity. We will connect our clients with community resources that are well-funded and resourced, including healthcare, fresh, nutritious food, housing, and quality education, to name a few. Universal healthcare is now accepted and implemented as a human right. Health disparities. Folks have been systematically marginalized, including people of color and the vulnerable, which includes children, the elderly, and those experiencing poverty and homelessness, are most affected by climate change. Again, with the influx of allocated resources from companies that are held accountable for their negative contributions to the climate, these health inequities are reversed and communities are structured differently based on a common vision of equity, prosperity, and well-being. Health literacy. With the benefit of AI, all data is available at the person's reading and comprehension level, privately and respectfully. Social determinants of health. These are the conditions in the environments where people are born, live, learn, work, and play, worship, and age that affect a wide range of health, functioning, and quality of life outcomes and risks. There will be an increase in our resources to adapt to the challenges posed by climate change in a functional and measurable manner that increases everyone's quality of life. Technology, including robotics and wearable devices for monitoring clients in their homes to assist with aging in place. Also, aging in place communities and housing that are ADA approved. Following new trends in home adaptations and adaptive equipment and gadgets for the home. Advanced interventions to treat dementia and cognitive impairment. Training the elderly to use public transport within their communities, increased access to communities because of self-driving cars, etc. high-level balance training for fall prevention through virtual reality, entrepreneurial OT influx for virtual home assessments due to rapidly expanding elderly population, and introduction of new community programs to maximize quality of life while living independently. So my vision for education in 2050 is that AI and technology will be a fundamental part of healthcare. Entrepreneurial opportunities of OT across the healthcare spectrum, global health and promoting health equity within global communities, intergenerational interdependence in community living and how OT can bridge the gap, how to use robotics in OT interventions, OT in primary care with easy access for community members, evidence-based research as an international graduate student program, OT in natural disaster areas, how to build functional living skills during grief and loss, advanced online virtual simulated case studies, AI in medical documentation, and designing treatment plans. Thank you for listening to my presentation.